Hi guys, Penny Rose Journals, how you doing? This is Leela. She is a new journal. She is denim, obviously. I had an old pair of jeans and decided to use them up. So here we are. Out of one pair of jeans, I managed to get, I think, five journals. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. But yeah, she has this dangle made out of an old ruffle of scraps, some strips of denim that were left over, and just some random red fabric. And on the front she has this cute little flower scrappy bundle just pinned on, so you can take that off if you so desire. This is the last one that I made, and she's made of the scraps left over from making the others. So as you can see, there's lots of sewing together of random bits of denim jeans. She's quite a cute, compact little journal. Hidden spine, obviously. She has 4 signatures, and yeah, quite a nice hand feel. She's got quite a wide spine, which keeps her sort of closed, even though she has got a fair bit of ephemera inside her. So anyway, we'll have a look through Leela and you can see what you think. I did some jelly printing with the jeans. And here we have a piece here. You can see the pattern of the jeans quite clearly. On the inside we just have a piece of card covered in a piece of scrapbook paper to cover the inside here. I've made a pocket with a few bits of ephemera tucked inside. There's all sorts of random papers in these journals. Yeah, some interesting sort of things. I've left some text exposed because I just found them interesting. This is a piece of batch dyeing that had a book page up against it, and it has transferred through onto the plain piece of scrap paper that I've used here. You guys saw me make a lot of these recently, little fabric swatches, and they have found a place in all my denim journals. This is why I was making the blue ones. I made a big pile of other coloured ones which are actually on my shorts if you're interested in going over to have a look at those. My community page. I'm sure there's pictures there. There's also some on my Instagram of the other ones that I did. There's some gardening book that's been made into a pocket. We have a coaster from a Japanese brewery in there, and a photograph out of a book that has a piece of kimono that I bought back also from Japan, stitched on the side. This is some of the jelly printing I did at the same time I did the jeans, so you will see a lot of the same colours coming through on brown paper bags. Just a bit of a scrap thing down the side of that page. This is some calligraphy paper, Chinese calligraphy paper. Plenty of blank spaces to write in these journals. So another pocket just with a big journal card and a small tag, probably made out of a business card because they usually are either business cards or glue pages. That's the other side of that gardening book page. This was quite an interesting book. It was a book on purling in Broome, which is a town very far up north in Western Australia. that still does purling, but this was the history of the town dating back to basically when it was established. So there's lots of great photos in that book, and I've left a lot of them in here uncovered. There's the other side of that jeans print. It's got a copper background. I'm not sure how much is showing up on camera. I don't want to glare you up too much. We have another pocket, just a book page pocket here, another tag, another small tag, another piece of denim just sewn down the side for fun. There's a couple of little quotes in some of these that I had out of a book of quotes of some kind. Another couple of tags, just very simple, and inside a gardening book page that's been made into a pocket again. Music paper, some interesting page out of a dictionary, some handmade paper, just some coffee dyed plain paper, another one of those little fabric swatches. Some more coffee dyed paper. This is just cheap sketchbook paper. I have quite a bit of that. Coffee dye it periodically over the summer. I get it second hand. It's leftovers from the local school at the end of terms. There's another little pocket just with a faux postcard and some just like raffle tickets, random raffle tickets. Another one of those jelly prints. You can clearly see the zipper outline of the jeans and some buttons. I love these, though. They turned out really well. This is the first time I've done any kind of printing like that with a pair of jeans specifically. It worked out very well. It's just a book page that has had ink sprayed on it. And another one that has actually been jelly printed with inks and acrylic paint. A few little bits of ephemera. There's a reproduction photograph and an actual piece of ephemera from the 1960s. The 9th of March in 1967. Somebody bought milk, rice, some sort of thing, and oats. I don't know what the other thing is. I can't read it. But yeah, it's just a receipt. I have quite a few of those as well. Another one of those little fabric swatches we made recently. There's a lot in this little book, although she's not too fat. There's quite a bit of stuff in it. There's a couple of little pieces just of ephemera made out of random book page pieces and just framed on other papers. Bit of stamping, all that sort of thing. It's the other side of that jelly print. It's the pocket. These turned out so well. I'm so pleased with them. There's another piece of that that book on Broome. These pages have actually been batch dyed. It changed some of them, didn't change a lot of them because they were quite glossy. But there's some super interesting photographs inside them. It's a piece of card that has been made out of brown paper bag and embossed and then inked up. That was sent to me by a friend. And just a tag that's made out of random things on the desk. Crossword puzzle page. Some of my crepe paper dyeing. Another piece of handmade paper. Excuse my dogs barking at heaven knows what. I'll go down and check that eventually. That's just a scrap of this paper that I've used on the inside of the front and back covers. Just popped it in there to use in the journal if somebody so desires. And a little piece of ephemera made out of advertisements and a little tag just made out of a piece of scrapbook paper that's been coffee dyed. There's the other side of that page. Image of the town a very long time ago. And that's it. That's the end of Leela. In the back she has a belly band just with a few bits and pieces tucked in. Just a big journal card and a couple of index cards that have a bit of stamping on them. These are just scraps off of my desk from bits and pieces. So that's it. So I hope you like her. She's pretty cool. Pretty simple little journal. Yeah, and a great way to use up a pair of jeans. So I'm very happy with her. Anyway, guys, thanks very much for coming along and checking her out. I hope you have a lovely day. I'll see you again next time. Bye.